it's Georgie. Welcome to Georgie's Room of Rock. How's everyone doing out there today? Everyone's doing well. Today we are up to the 90s for my favorite albums of each year. So we're up to 1990. 90s didn't have maybe as potent as the 80s were, but still got good albums. So let's, can't say they weren't. But we didn't quite get into the grunge era yet. Still got hair metal, still going. So I got my 15 favorites. I'm not sure I'm going to do each year, if I'm going to get 15 each year of this, but this one I got 15. I've been doing a list for the last few years and get ready for all these. And I have 15 for a lot of them, so we'll see how it goes. But for this year, there's 15, and I got 3 honorable mentions. So let's do the honorable mentions first. And the 3 honorable mentions are Bruce Dickinson's Tattooed Millionaire. It's a good album. First solo album, but it was good though. The next one is King's X, Faith, Hope, and Love. Another really good album. Honorable mention. And my last honorable mention is the debut from Cannibal Corpse, Eating Back to Life. Not a popular band by people who watch this, but I love the album, so that's my honorable mention. Okay, now let's start with number 15 for my list, and that is Blind Guardian, Tales from the Twilight World. It's the first album I got by Blind Guardian. It didn't really take to it when I first got it, but after listening to it, getting to the band more, I really did enjoy this one. So, I mean, you got the Traveler in Time, Welcome to Dying, Weird Dreams, Lord of the Rings. You know kind of what they're going to be talking about. You can see by the back cover there with the little elf-looking guy there. But yeah, Goodbye My Friend, Lost in the Twilight Hall. Really good album. That's my number 15. Blind Guardian, Tales from the Twilight World. And my number 14 is the most commercial album, I think, by this band. After their last album was a great concept. And that is Queensryche with Empire. Definitely more commercial with their sound. But it's got the hits, Best I Can. Of course, Silent Lucidity, which is played on, still played on the radio. Jet City Woman. And the title track, Empire. So Resistance is also a good song too on this stuff. But they're all, I like the album. It's a little more, like I said, more commercial, but I like it. That's my number 14. Number 13 is the second album from this band. And it's a big one because they made them really broke the big with this one. That's Warrant's Cherry Pie. So like I said, hair metal still in full swing, even though, Jane Lane did a great job. Rest in peace, Jane Lane did a great job writing these songs. And Cherry Pie, the title track, is a song he always said he wish he didn't write, but I don't know how true that is. It made him, made him big. Uncle Tom, because it's supposed to be called Uncle Tom's Cabin. You probably know that already, but that would be a cool title too. But that's the second song on there. That's a great song too. I Saw Red, Bed of Roses, Love in Stereo, and they do a great rendition of Blackfoot's Train. So yeah, Cherry Pie by Warrant, another great one there. That is my number 13. Number 12 is the first album for this band. They didn't put out too many albums. They did one a few years ago, but this one is a really good sleaze metal kind of thing, and it's a debut from Spread Eagle. Found us in a blind buy. My wife, she has a cassette, I think, but it's a really good. Got some heavy stuff on it too. I mean, songs like Back on the Bitch, Switchblade Serenade is amazing. Susie Suicide is such a freaking awesome track. It's got so heavy in the beginning. It's a great song. Of course, the title track, Spread Eagle. It's got it's just got so many good songs on it. It's a good album, great album, top to bottom, Spread Eagle. So not really well known too much, maybe, but the second album's good too. Not as good as this, but it's still good. The next one is by this band that changed their look a little bit for this album. It's a little heavier too. From the last time, it was a little bit more very commercial. The last one before it, and they changed their sound for this one. It's Striper, Against the Law. Always like this one too. Like I said, they got rid of the yellow and the black and went more for like a blue and black kind of thing. But title track, Two-Time Woman, Rock the People. Shining Star is Earth, Wind, and Fire cover. Did a nice job of that one though. Ordinary Man, Caught in the Middle is great, and Rock the Hell Out of You is really heavy for Striper. I really like this album. Really good stuff there. That's why it's on my list here for number 11. Number 10 is maybe not a very popular album by this legendary singer who is no longer with us, but I've always liked the album. It's the only album that features one guitar player, Rowan Robinson, and that is Dio's Lock Up the Wolves. Wild One, I saw the video for that. I was like, wow, it's awesome. Great song, Wild One. Born on the Sun, Hey Angel, Between Two Hearts, I love. The title track is a great epic song, Lock Up the Wolves. Walk on Water, Why Are They Watching Me? My Eyes. It's great. So they really are good songs. It's underrated, but I love the album. So Lock Up the Wolves. Definitely. Number 10. Number 9 is the second album from this band. It's one of my favorite ones by them. Probably my favorite one by them. And it's Annihilator, Never Never Land. The Fun Pals, Road to Ruin, 6s and 7s. It's such awesome riffs on it. Stonewall, the title track. I like the song Craft Dinner, which is like their little take on Craft Dinner, which is great. Fan Pass with Glory is awesome. Reduced to Ash, I Am in Command. Heavy songs, really great. The only album with Coban Farr, I can't say his name right. Singing, he did the one album with Allman, but this one he did a stellar job with this one. Coburn Farr. No, say it right. I said it wrong 4 freaking times, guys, but it just happens. But hey, a great album, Annihilator, Never Never Land. Sometimes I stumble up here, guys. Give me a break. Anyway, that's the one, number 9. Number 8 is a great album from this band where they just kind of went to the more in the metal route than a more hardcore stuff or their surf punk kind of stuff. And that's Suicidal Tendencies, Life Cameras, Revolution. Great, love this album too. My favorite one by them. I don't have all their albums. I have a lot of their new ones, but I have a lot of old ones. This is a great one though. If You Can't Bring Me Down, Alone, Give It Revolution, Get Whacked, Send Me Your Money. It's a freaking great album too. Have you got Rob Trujillo on this one from Metallica, of course. That's my number 8. Number 7 is the rebirth, I guess if you want to call it that. Even though they went out before with this singer, but they did change their sound and it did wonders for them, and I love this album too. And it's Pantera, Cowboys from Hell. Love the title track. Primal Concrete, Sledge. Cemetery Gates is really good. The only song that I think Phil actually sings on, which he does a nice job. He sang like this on some of the songs, but he really does a nice voice. He wouldn't scream all the time on all his albums, but they could do a couple softer songs. You know, it still would be Pantera. He did a nice job on this one. That's my opinion only, though. Domination, Medicine Man, Message in Blood, The Art of Shredding. Great album, Cowboys from Hell. Awesome stuff. That is my number 7. Number 6 is the second album by the band of the namesake, and that's Danzig 2, Lance Lucifuge. This one's really good. A little bit different than the first one. More better produced and better songwriting. A Long Way Back from Hell, Snakes of Christ. I'm the One, Her Black Wings, Devil's Plaything, Blood and Tears, I Love Girl. Great stuff. Great. There's the band back there. I really wish you would have kept this band together for all the albums, but it's a good one, Danzig 2. That is why it is my number 6. Number 5 is a debut from this band. Doesn't get much love, but I love the band. My friend Mike got me into them, and when he got me into them, he told me they kind of sound like the Cult meets Metallica, which is kind of what you get around the time. And it is Warrior Soul, Last Decade, Dead Century. And it's a freaking awesome album. Corey Clark, the singer for this. He got great stuff on this album. I See the Ruins, We Cry Out, The Losers, Downtown, Trip on Ecstasy, Superpower Dreamland, Charlie's Out of Prison. It's a good, really freaking stellar album. I love this album. So there you go. That's my number 5. Number 4 is the debut from this band, and it's another one that's in like the sleaze metal kind of hair metal stuff, but a little heavier than that. It's really good, and that's the debut from Love Hate, Blackout in the Red Room. The title track is phenomenal. Rock Queen, kind of sleazy now if you think about it, kind of cringy, but awesome. Why do you think they call it Dope? Fuel to Run, One More Round, Straight Jacket, Slutsy Tipsy. Great album, top to bottom. Love Hate, love it, man. All right, my top 3 here. Number 3 is the, if I count it right, 4th album from this band. I counted the EP, and that is Slayer, Seasons in the Abyss. War Ensemble, Blood Red. Come on, Spirit in Black, Dead Skin Mask, Born of Fire, and of course the title track, Seasons in the Abyss. Great album, one of my favorite Slayer albums. I'm gonna do a Slayer ranking at some point too. So that's my number 3. Number 2 is, of course, this one's got to be on here, and that is Judas Priest, Painkiller. They're kind of the comeback, being more heavy. I did try to ram it down a little bit. Didn't really work as heavy, but ram it down. It didn't work. I mean, Painkiller definitely just hit the mark. Some people's one of their favorite ones, and of course, it's got the title track, Painkiller. Let me get the road. Hell Patrol, I love. All Guns Blazing. Another Rebel, I love. Nightcrawler, Between the Hammer and the Anvil. Touch of Evil. It's a great Scott Travis's first album with him, and it's starts off with them with the drumming of Painkiller. It's an amazing album. Painkiller, love it. My number 2. What could be number 1 in 1990? Megadeth. Rest in Peace. My favorite Megadeth album. They just, first of all, Marty Friedman and Nick Menza, and it's a stellar album too. It's such a great, their best lineup. In my opinion, still their best lineup they ever had, and one of the best albums they put out. So, you know, there they are back there. Awesome stuff. Megadeth, Rest in Peace. Love the album. Great stuff. Great stuff. That is my list for 1990. Anything else? So what I didn't put on here? So many things I didn't put on here. But Yngwie's Eclipse, Prongs, Beg to Differ, Riot's Privilege of Power, Obituary's Cause of Death. I mean, a lot of stupid great albums I didn't get to. But that's my 15. So anyway, tell me what I missed in the comments below, because you always tell me all the stuff I missed. Last time I missed the Overkill one and the Motley Crue one, but I kind of corrected it a little bit. But you guys, tell me what you like for that year, and please, if you'd like to see, please like and subscribe, and keep rocking metal alive. We'll see you next time.